welcome to the channel. All about the blues harmonica, so if you haven't already, thumbs up and subscribe. Quick video today, articulation. I've talked to you in previous videos about rhythm, about splitting them up, which will help you. So this lesson really for sort of people starting out, maybe in the first year or two, or maybe for the intermediate player. I mean, the jury's out on when you're an intermediate player and when you're an advanced player. I mean, that's debatable, isn't it? Okay, so the little blues harmonica. Articulation. Now, just bear with me for a second, and if I talk about jazz to you, when I've been teaching as a jazz saxophonist and teaching people for many years gone by, articulation, if they've come from music classically, then it's sometimes harder for them to get the sort of jazz and flowing articulation of where to tongue and where to slur. Sort of, as we say, do ya, do ya, do ya. And you get a lot of people that have come from the classical sense, they kind of learn that way, but then they're sort of going doopy, doopy, doopy. And even with a really good bass player, a really good drummer on the show, really good rhythm section, they still don't really get it, you know. And what you have to do with them is write all the phrase marks in over written music for them to kind of learn it that way. Now, old school, I'm old school. I learnt the way the old boys learnt. It's by listening. And this is what you should do with this. All about listening for articulation. Now, the problem with this absolute little fantastic thing is where you play certain things. Obviously, if you're playing in 10th position, that's a 4 OB, a 4 overblow here, and that's a 1 overblow. If you're playing in that position, you're going to be very staccato-y, and it's pretty tricky to sometimes articulate. And obviously, if you play really fast, you take a lot of the tonguing off, but you replace it. You replace it with breath accents. That's what we do in bebop music. And even with this little blues thing, we replace certain things through the articulation with breath accenting. Okay, when you start playing faster. It's difficult to tell on this camera. If you were in front of me here, you'd hear it. Okay, and that's something that the coach should be sort of pointing out to you fairly soon. And so, okay, you could start learning a scale by going do ya, do ya, do ya, do ya, going like that up to the 9th and back down, so that you get the right flow. Okay, or you've got intermittence or whatever. The best way to do it is by just listening, but you must listen an awful lot to music, to blues, yes, and also to, I would suggest jazz. You might end up getting a love for it. I mean, this is all about blues, but it's all about trying to get the articulation. And you get guys that will show you riffs and how to play riffs on this thing, and they'll just constantly play these little riffs in a couple of positions. But, you know, really, in the 21st century, really, is that what it is? No, there's a lot more to it, and it's a lot easier if you go about it the right way. And one of the ways is to go back and listen, and as I said with the rhythms, listen and see if you can hear the rhythm in your head first before you actually approach the next stage of it. And, you know, whether you go, okay, see what I mean? And a lot of that is you're not thinking about it at all, you're just doing it. Alright? But the articulation is correct. And just like learning a language, if you absorb yourself into it, that is the best way to do it. And then your coach will just slightly point things out to you. Oh, you took a breath. You breathed it there. Where perhaps can you tongue that? Can you as opposed to yeah. And obviously with this thing, it's not ideal because the way it's set out. But you should be really highly conscious of this when you play. Now, for example, in bossa nova, for example, you got a lot of straight eighth notes there. Da 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 da. Yeah, go from prima. or da 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 da. Alright, it's changing behind you, one note samba, chords are changing as you play, and then you shift onto another note, and it's very staccato. Actually, that tune I think shoots into swing into the bridge, doesn't it? Just thinking out on a saxophone. But as far as blues is concerned, your articulation is very, very important. Alright, so even at these early stages now, you know, even at these early stages, think about it, how to attack it. And I've said earlier, the best way to do it is listening to an awful lot of music. And I've said on many times before, don't necessarily listen to harmonica players, even the really great ones. Because you might not be picking it up, but you will pick it up from other players, and sometimes from other genres like modern jazz, even though you're a blues player. Yeah, because it's all about trying to feel your way through to be able to play music where you've created a style. I have a style that I play, all right, and you've got to develop a style. And you don't just grab it off a tree one day. It grows inside you, and you don't just go around playing other people's riffs or learning riffs that somebody shows you. You end up in block things, and even guys that are allegedly good players have got sort of riff-based nothingness, because there's no story from beginning to middle to end. All right, so this is something you should be really aware of as soon as possible, and then it's not a case of putting it right, it's just a matter of incorporating it the right way. Okay, so hopefully there's a few tips for you there today to just get you thinking about articulation. And you know, da 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 da, all on one note, da 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 da. Okay, so that's a lot of tonguing there, isn't it? But as you move, do da do da dee da do da dee da do da dee da. See, there are going to be tongue slurs running through all that, and you change depending on what key you're playing in. All right, if I'm playing in 7th or 8th or 9th position, and then I'm probably going to be a lot more staccato through that, just because of the nature of this instrument. But you know, 11th, 12th position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 you should be fine on, with obviously some work, because you've got to put a shift in. Alright, hope that helps some people. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you on the rebound.